Get the Friendo Club set up today and get access to over 700 Going In Raw bonus episodes, our monthly Big Blue predictions challenges, and the ability to ask questions at Going In Raw. We also offer the Steven Larson comic book and exclusive Friendo Club t-shirt. Just hit join here at youtube.com/Steven Larson or go to patreon.com/Steven Larson to sign up. Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
Hey, Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to. On today's episode, we got your breakdown on Monday Night Raw on the road to Elimination Chamber. Got a couple more qualifying matches in the books. A sharper picture for the upcoming Chamber, perhaps. And we're going to talk about all that. But first, we have some news about some pretty huge free agents now available for the pickings, Larson.
Yep. So after weeks and months of speculation about their AEW statuses, finally have some answers regarding what the future holds for Malachi Black, Miro, and Ricky Starks. Yesterday it was noted all over wrestling internets that all of them had seemingly been removed from AEW's roster page on the AEW website. And then PW Insider reported that all three were now free agents. According to PW Insider, Malachi's deal expired February 9th, so Sunday. While Miro and AEW, quote, mutually parted ways, PW Insider also reported that Starks is now, quote, 100% free and clear to go anywhere else he wishes before. And Fightful Select confirmed that Starks, as well as Miro and Malachi, were all free to sign elsewhere, and that neither Miro nor Starks had a no-compete clause attached to their release. Ricky Starks could, in theory, show up on NXT tonight.
He could. It could be a loaded episode, given that we're on the road to Vengeance Day this coming weekend. Mm-hmm. And according to Fightful Select, go check them out, of course. Jordan Grace is in Orlando, ready to go. Whether or not she'll actually be there or not, is up in the air. I'll be honest with you, man. I kind of suspect that if they're gonna bust out Starks, is gonna be at Vengeance Day, as opposed to.
Here's the reason they might not do it until after Vengeance Day. They're already hyping up this new faction to debut at Vengeance Day, and they probably don't want Starks' arrival to potentially overshadow a faction they're debuting that they've already done promotion for.
Yeah, but I don't know. I could see them thinking that's a bit apples and oranges. I mean, the faction is a bunch of dudes that nobody really knows. I mean, some of them are already. I forget if they're all like not.
Well,
if they're all falling out
based on
yet.
The silhouette we got, some people thought that maybe Dion Lennox, who's been on TV somewhat regularly.
He's been on TV, yeah, maybe, yeah. That was the one name that I was thinking of. But I mean, dude, if you want to load it up. Then, Starks, him, Jordan Grace, maybe they don't even do her tonight. Maybe they save her for Vengeance Day. I don't know. In any event, yeah, I mean, this is, hats off. Thank you very much to Tony Khan for allowing this to happen right before WrestleMania. Well, I think it's probably clear, and especially given that Zelina Vega was just plunked out of the LWO randomly and moved over to SmackDown.
Yeah.
It feels like they're probably going to put Aleister Black there. You and I both, I think, are of the same opinion that shit is going to happen. The Starks, I think, definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
What about Miro? You think Miro? Are they going to want Miro? Is he going to want to go back to the WWE? Is he happy with? Does he think that Triple H will take Rusev and turn him into the Redeemer? How do you think that's going to play out?
I don't know. Like, I think, it's probably pretty clear that Aleister is returning. Ricky Starks will sign with WWE. Like, Miro had a decent level of success at times in WWE, but also there was times where creative just torpedoed any chance he had of getting over. Now, if he goes, if there's conversations between him and Triple H and Miro's like, hey, I really like this Redeemer character. I think there's a lot of possibilities we could still explore within the WWE universe. Is this of interest to you? And then I guess at that point it's up to Triple H to see how that character fits into what he's trying to accomplish. I mean, the Redeemer character is one of the most interesting characters in wrestling in a while.
His promos were
So
electric.
good.
They were awesome.
So good. And I would like to see that character back on my television.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Like, WB can't sign everybody.
Well, that's the thing. It's like it's so loaded. It's stupid
Yeah.
loaded right now.
Yeah.
And, bringing in, they've already brought in Penta, and you see how big of a deal they're making about him. Malachi has always been a favorite of Triple H's. And so, I'm sorry, Alistair now. So bringing him in, I mean, that seems like a no-brainer. The one thing that we've talked about, though, on the show as it pertains to NXT is the fact that their men's world title scene and, I mean, the North American title scene as well, not a lot going on there. Tony D's the guy right now. You got the Heritage Cup. Like, you got basically 3 championships in the men's division that just sort of illustrate just how thin it is. I don't think for any moment that Alistair is going to go to NXT, although a case could be made given how popular and successful he was there before. But I personally wouldn't want to see that, and I don't think he would do that again. They just put Zelina on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But for Ricky Starks, the dude is fit for main roster.
Oh, yeah.
He'll make main roster money. Do you think they're going to, I mean, would it be the smartest thing to do to utilize him on NXT?
If they do something comparable to what the reporting says WWE is going to do with Jordan Grace, have her go to NXT for a little bit up to main roster. They might do that with Ethan Page. He might lose at Vengeance Day to Javon Evans, move up to main roster. Maybe it's a similar thing with Ricky, where he's there, I don't know, 3-6 months, does a few programs, moves up to main, and kickstarts his main roster career from there. Like, from every possible facet, he's main roster ready. But if it's a situation where they think, well, for 6 months we need some help bolstering the men's division, NXT, all right, let's bring Ricky in. He can get comfortable with the WWE system there. And then, he can be involved in a few storylines, get himself over, make his way up to main roster. That might be the path for a lot of people who are coming in who have achieved for people coming in who are, in a lot of ways, and basically every way, main roster ready, but hey, stop at NXT for a few months and then we'll bring you up, because I'm guessing if Ricky Starks is coming to NXT, sorry, WWE, he's probably signed a main roster level deal.
He's going to be making plenty of money.
Yeah. So even if for no other reason, if he spends time in NXT, it's going to be a relatively short duration of time, if that is the scenario.
I would think you're right. Ricky looks young, but he's not. I mean, he's, compared to us, he's young.
He's
but
in his early mid-30s.
He might be. Let me double check this really quick. I don't want to say this incorrectly. Oh, he's 34. I thought he was 36. He's 34. But that's not, 27 is my point. And so I think that he would obviously, number one, he'll thrive wherever he goes. But I do think that, I don't know, man, like maybe even a year in NXT to really build up his brand in the WWE, I think would not be a terrible idea. Again, considering how loaded it is on main roster with the men's and just how hurting it is. I mean, NXT, dude, you got to think if they have the possibility, if they're looking at their numbers right now, I forget what the rating was, like the overall viewership last week. It was like 700 something.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good number.
And if they're like, man, we can bring this from, 750 to like 850 or 9 with some pretty big deals going down in NXT, Ricky Starks, Jordan Grace, man, you got to think they're going to do that. They already have the Tubi show going down on Wednesdays. I can't wait for this LFG show on A&E.
Isn't it already on?
I think it comes on in I thought I saw February 16th.
Oh, all right. You want did the Gunther bit on Raw sell you on it?
Man, yeah. No, okay. There's a couple things going on here, man. Yeah, Gunther just clowning the shit out of these people. And I don't even know what he said or what's he going to do, but bully Ray.
Oh, gosh.
Yes, yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Yes. I am so looking forward to bully Ray just crossing every line there is to cross, man. Oh man.
Getting back to the free agents, former AEW stars, now free agents. There is one notable name missing from this list, and that's Ray Phoenix. Of course, he's under contract till who knows how long into 2025. Apparently not released, not granted his release yet. Like we've had this discussion several times in the past where you have wrestlers in the contract and those contracts says we can add time on for injury. You know, apparently the companies are at liberty to not use contracted talent, whatever. It's not a good look for AEW when they have Ricky, Ray Phoenix, whoever else under contract, healthy, and not doing anything with them. And it's probably not good for morale, and it's not good from an outside perspective looking at this company where, well, if I sign a contract there and if I, I'm not in the good graces of Tony Khan, am I going to be sent home and not work? And that potentially might give people pause about signing there, maybe.
Man, I've always felt kind of bullish on that one. You know why? Because nobody ever thinks they're going to get on the wrong side of people. I don't think many people think about the worst. No, it's like when hold on a second. It's like when people signed with WWE back when Vince was there. I mean, look at how trash he treated everybody, and yet people still hella sign there.
I know wrestlers will sign where they think the best opportunity exists for them. And yeah, I'm sure people won't think, well, I don't like how Tony Khan treated Phoenix, so maybe I won't sign there. But if they're doing the Venn diagram, the list of pros and cons, that might be one thing to consider. I'm not saying it's going to be the driving force of their decision.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like, I think some people care about that. So like Dark Dank Lucha cares about it because he's a big Phoenix fan.
Yeah.
And I like Phoenix. I think he's great and everything. I don't know. I thought there was like a Fightful report about like how a lot of the talent in AEW were looking at the Penna situation and how he was treated, and now a lot of them were like, "Oh." I was watching Collision. They had this whole Collision was actually a lot of fun this week. They had this really great bit with a lot of luchadors, like Hologram returned. Oh, and wow. And I was thinking, I'm like, man, these dudes showing up, they're walking down the ramp and they're like, oh, double, and he's like, what was that thing you did out there? AEW. Because they're all like doing the best they can right now to like, hey, let's try to get over to the other place. I don't know, man. Like the Phoenix thing, I get it. I just don't know what kind of impact it's gonna it would have on anything or anybody.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, don't know.
If you think about it, do you think? Let me ask it. Do you think the ratings are shit right now? The attendance is crap right now because Phoenix is at home. You think people aren't watching because of that?
Well, I mean, not in huge numbers, no.
No, it's because the product is stale. Like it's good. Like Dynamite and Collision this last week, they were fine. They were good. They were enjoyable.
Yeah, Dynamite was an enjoyable show this past week. Yeah.
To get out of that hole, you got to hit an A+ every single time.
They need a whole year consecutive quality shows.
They do. Like, and not just good, Larson. Killer.
Excellent.
Killer. Excellent. Exactly. So, but yeah, I don't know. So like, yeah, I know fans will be like, oh, AEW, they're keeping Phoenix at home. And I feel for the guy. I really do. I honestly think it's going to end up being a blessing in disguise because I think both guys are suited better as singles guys going to WWE. And we've seen so far with Penna. Oh my God, that promo yesterday with the fire.
Yeah, it was good.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a situation where, despite the shitty situation for Phoenix, and it sucks for him, it does. It's given Penta an opportunity to showcase what he can do as a single star, and I think when Phoenix does end up in WWE, they'll probably, if they're smart, do a short reunion with them because that's the story they're telling. Demands Phoenix to return and help his brother, and then they'll go their separate ways and do stuff as single superstars.
Yeah, or they'll put I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I think that they'll do fine regardless. I do think that entering into it as singles guys is like better for both of them. Yeah, this is my own personal opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I don't know. So wait, let me ask you that though. What do you make of that? Miro got released. He got what he wanted after a long time of them being not on the same page creatively, but evidently contractually. They could have kept him around. Is that the idea here?
Yeah, I think was Fightful said he was signed till next year.
And yet, Phoenix, no way. Why do you think that is?
I think it's honestly just because Phoenix was going around saying he was going to WWE. If all that was true, that him and Penta were pretty open about wanting to leave and go to WWE.
The wound more fresh? Is that what you're
I
thinking?
think that's what it is. Whereas,
So
if
too.
Miro just, again, if the reporting is true, they couldn't get on the same page creatively. It seemed like Miro really wanted to protect the Miro character and didn't want to take L's. Stalemate creatively, and then he was off. He had to rehab injuries, I guess, too. And all right, from a business perspective, this isn't going to work because the creative relationship just ain't there. Now, if at a certain point, I don't know if you can get past that. If everybody's kind of dug in their positions.
Yeah.
The Ricky Starks one is weird because apparently he was like, "Yeah, I'll work. Let's do stuff." And I don't
Yeah.
know what the thing was that put Ricky on Tony Khan's shit list, but he was on it. And again, it was a situation where Tony Khan's like, "All right, I'm getting shit on for keeping Ricky Starks here and not using him. Give him his release." But why isn't that the same case with Phoenix? I guess it's just more because it's like there's no real debate that there's going to be interest in all three of them from WWE.
And I think, dude, here's the thing. Okay, maybe. Let me ask you this. Like power rank all four of these guys
Sure.
and the interest that WWE would have in them. And let's say I'm gonna write mine down.
Sure.
And you're gonna say yours. And then we'll go from there. 1 and 2 might be kind of on par. Hold on a second.
All right. I got it.
Dang. I'm probably stupid. I think I know what you're going to put, though.
All right, I got mine. You want me to say my one?
Okay, what's your number one?
Ricky Starks.
I got Alistair at 1.
I'll tell you why I got Ricky at 1. He's the youngest. He's got maybe fewer injury concerns going into his WWE career. And he's the type of talent where you look at him, he's like, oh, there's so much untapped potential there. He could do so much more than we've, seen. So I think that's why Ricky'd be number 1.
There, you make a really good point. The case for Alistair being number 1 is he's got the built-in recognition. He's got the built-in name value.
He was hurt the whole time he was in AEW, apparently.
Well,
apparently.
Was he though?
Apparently.
Or was he hurt or was it hurt feelings?
Well,
I don't think that would play into it too much. I don't think. Maybe it would. But I could see either one being number 1. So like Ricky being number 1 wouldn't surprise me either.
Yeah,
but
I have Ricky 1. I actually have Phoenix 2 and then Malachi
What?
3. Yeah.
Phoenix above Alistair?
Yeah, just because of the injury concerns, man.
All right.
I don't think there's a large gap between 1 and 3, but I think between 3 and 4, it's pretty significant.
And 4 is Miro, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's okay. We're on the same page then. We're on the same page. Yeah, I think that Phoenix would be sought after mainly because of how successful the Penta rollout has been. And they're like, oh wow, we can actually do some cool shit with this guy, and now his brother's going to be available. So, yeah, it's a bummer. Look, I don't mean to mitigate it, to downplay how fucked up it is for Phoenix. I mean, you got to watch yourself talking though, man. You can't be talking that much. Bad news happen. You got to keep it close to the vest, man. So hopefully, maybe after WrestleMania, maybe Tony Khan's like, you know what? I don't want them to have this guy for WrestleMania, but after Mania, we'll let him fly free. And then, because there's always the post-Mania lull. What is he going to debut a Backlash,
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, hopefully something gets resolved and Phoenix is free to go work where he want to work. And, there's, again, I don't know how widespread it is, but you see the conversation in chat online about the hit AEW is taking with its reputation for doing this with Fenix, with Starks, those two names specifically, where people are like, just let them go. If they don't want to be there, just let them go. And I understand contracts are contracts, but at the same time,
Like, dude, I understand like a little period of, hey, you get a slap on your wrist. I get that. But like, man, putting his merch store down, like that's rough. That's messed
yep,
up.
yep.
But
Keep
then
it around
again,
for an extra year almost. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. These fucking billionaires, man. These fucking billionaires. Anyways, man, before I get Larson heated, hot heat, like Bully Ray on LFG. Larson, I'm so excited for LFG. I'm so excited.
Are you gonna do exclusive LFG content on Wrestle Juice? Are you that excited?
One thing I'm definitely gonna do is I'm gonna do like a watch along on Twitch.
There you go.
Definitely gonna do that. I don't care. Look, I don't care if this shit's on A&E. It's Twitch. You can do whatever you want. I'm just gonna record it, rip it, put it on my stream.
There you go.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, we should do LFG reviews, man.
Well, let's see how the show plays out first.
It's Bully Ray, Larson. It's Bully Ray.
I know you're very excited about that, but I'm not as excited.
He's gonna be talking so much shit, and people aren't even gonna be. They're gonna be like just killing it, doing because they probably rounded up some really good talent who really know what they're doing. But Bully Ray's not gonna. He just want to do it for the cameras.
Dump on it. Dump on it.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, man, we got a couple sponsors for the show today, so why don't we go ahead and talk about them?
Let's take a break here. Get a word from our sponsor, Hims. Hey guys, look, I know it can be tough to deal with hair loss. It's getting pretty thin up here for me as well, but I'm here to tell you that just because you may have lost your hair, that doesn't mean you can't find it again. Hims makes treating hair loss simple with doctor-trusted options and clinically proven ingredients that can regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months.
That's correct. Everything is 100% too, so you can get access to a wide range of hair loss treatments from the comfort of your couch. All you got to do, it's 100% online as well, sorry. So you can get access to a wide range of hair loss treatments all from the comfort of your couch. All you got to do is answer a few questions, and a medical provider will determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your treatment is sent directly to your door for free. On top of all that, no insurance is needed, and one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care.
So start your free online visit today at hims.com/goinginraw. That's HIMS.com/goinginraw for your personalized hair loss treatment options. hims.com/goinginraw.
Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
And let's get a word from our sponsor, Tempo, Steve. You and I, we know a thing or two about fast food, yeah?
Yeah, more than a thing or two.
Yeah, when you think of fast food, you likely think of unhealthy, thawed out, meat patties just covered in grease. Yeah, but sometimes fast food seems like your only option when time is tight and you're in a hurry.
That sounds familiar, Larson, which is why I checked out Tempo. Tempo offers protein-packed fuel that saves you time without compromising your health goals. Tempo is a weekly delivery service that provides you with chef-crafted, single-serving meals that are crafted to cook in just 3 minutes, and they're delivered fresh right to your door.
Tempo's lunches and dinners take the guesswork out of eating well, and with new recipes each week that are made with real, nutrient-rich ingredients, they make it easy to keep up with your healthy lifestyle. And for a limited time, Tempo is offering Going in Raw listeners 60% off your first box. Go to tempomeals.com/raw.
That's tempomeals.com/raw for 60% off your first box. tempomeals.com/raw. Rules and restrictions may apply. All right, man. So we had more qualifiers for Elimination Chamber.
Let's talk about...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, let's talk about Jey first.
We'll talk about Jey first. It's on the thumbnail.
Yeah. Do you think they could have milked this a bit longer?
When's Elimination Chamber?
March 1st.
I mean, they could have. I think it was really easy. It took, Gunther sweeping him out of his I guess that's the cardinal rule with Jey Uso. Don't interrupt the fucking 30-minute Yeet celebration.
Yeah, I
We
guess.
need that every week.
I just felt like with Jake maybe kind of waffling about which way he was going to go, it could help with Cody's story, and maybe another beatdown or two from Gunther. Like the first one should have been so vicious that like Jake couldn't have gotten up. You know what I mean? Or maybe the last one. I don't know. Where it should be just like week after week, just more and more violent with Gunther saying, "At this point, you're not going to choose me because I'm wrecking you."
In my mind, like what you're saying is he just completely wrecks Jay. And then the next week he's doing a sit down interview with like JR or something. And he's got like a sling on his arm. He's got like a head bandage and he's got like, blood still leaking out of there.
And then Gunther comes in and lays him out. Yeah.
Right. And yes. JR's like, oh man. Then he sets JR on fire like that one time.
That Kane did. Yeah.
Yeah. JR's not there anymore though. So that's not going to happen.
No.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like what, is he going to go back to SmackDown and be like, oh, Cody, Gunther beat my ass. Yeet. So I don't know if I'm going to go with you. And Cody be like, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's a good point.
I mean, Cody's the title that says undisputed on it. You want the title is, I would think, the top title.
May I suggest for just a moment here that perhaps you put a little too much meaning into the fact that the title says undisputed on it, as are their rules, Larson.
Listen, I'm not the only one that feels that way. One Phil Brooks made the same case.
My thing is this. I think their actual comprehension of the word undisputed might be a little looser than yours, my friend.
It's pretty clear what undisputed means to me. If it's not undisputed in their minds, they should take the word undisputed off the title.
Well, what are they, then
they're a multi-billion-dollar company. They can make a new belt in no time.
Those damn billionaires, man.
God.
Damn it.
Make me break my pencil in anger.
Oh, they're whoring out the phrase undisputed when it's not really undisputed. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with your general philosophy of this could have taken more time for Jay. Although Gunther did tell him last week, I will unleash violence upon you week after week. And he did that. He made good on his promise.
Well, he did a week. He did 1 week, not week after. He did.
He got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was saying it was week after week, like build to.
And I'll be honest with you, that fucking Yeet celebration. Cody in our pre-show had a good point. He was like, anybody else think that this was just like a repeat from last week when he came out and did the endless Yeet celebration?
The crowd loves it so much.
You got to do it off camera then. Just do it for the live crowd.
You want the show to start like mid Yeet celebration?
I mean, that wouldn't be terrible, yeah.
They like the whole presentation of Jay coming into the crowd. I know.
Did you sit on your couch and you start eating during that thing?
No, I sat in this chair, but I didn't eat because what am I going to do? Eat here by myself?
You could eat by yourself.
I'd be kind of self-conscious about eating by myself.
But nobody's watching you.
Yeah, I know, but it's how I feel about myself.
You should stream your Yeet celebration. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. It's usually longer than that, though.
At Open Raw, it's usually like 3 times that. Yeah.
No Yeet. Larson's definitely no Yeet.
Oh, I'm all for yeeting, just not for me personally.
Gotcha. So yeah, he did that. He swept him. He swept the legs there on the table, and then he powerbombed him a couple times. It was pretty cool. It was good. Standard Triple H, pull apart brawl situation.
Yeah, a couple power bombs, but this should be a situation where Jay is lying there in the pool of his own blood.
So let me ask you this: motivation of Gunther, was this to coax Jay? Do you think Gunther actually didn't want Jay to choose him? Because he's going about it the wrong way. He has to know it's like a standard trope in pro wrestling. You beat the crap out of somebody, they don't run away. They're just like, oh, you and me,
Well, I mean, the way they've been booking Gunther for the last 8 months, I don't know. It's not like he doesn't fall victim to the tropes of pro wrestling. He actually does on a fairly regular basis.
He really does, doesn't he? Yeah. So, I think they could have milked the story a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's the thing, though, man, is like, I get it. They're going to go with the box office of Cena and Cody.
This is what they should have done.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
You have Jay in the ring. Gunther comes out because he's about to beat him down, or maybe he's beating him down. Cody comes to make the save.
Oh, wow.
And you get that image of Jay in the middle, recovering from beatdown, with Gunther standing over him, and Cody opposite him, and Jay's looking up at both of them. Which one should I choose?
Yeet or no yeet. Yeah.
Yeah. He does stuff like that to really milk it and really milk it on SmackDown. That Cody, oh, he's so paranoid about losing more friends. And like, there could have been some interesting story beats where Jay's on SmackDown and Cody's like, nah, you don't want to pick me.
You know what? I will say this, though, on SmackDown, even Jay came off like he'd pretty much decided that he wanted Gunther. Because, like, the whole thing with Cody was like, yeah, this would be cool, but, like, you're my buddy. And, like, his read on, I remember he said something along the lines of, I got some personal business with Gunther. And he seemed really sort of like,
I know,
touched by that. You know, he looked, oh man, this is something that pretty sure I'm going to do this. I just want to come here and make sure that this didn't feel right or this didn't feel better.
Yeah. I mean, it was just about a near certainty that Jay was going to pick Gunther. And maybe they thought, well,
via
why?
the performance as well, not just like, you know, oh, what makes sense for WrestleMania. Like his performance kind of echoed, kind of gave way to him picking Gunther. So, you know, at least it was there in the performance, because there was never really like, they could have milked it, you know, because there are legitimate reasons for both guys. And I don't even think he really laid out the legitimate reasons for Cody. It's like
Cody
you know
has the top belt. Yeah.
Oos. That title's got undisputed on it.
Yeah.
That didn't work. Undisputed on it. So it's top title.
Yeah. And I want top title over my shoulder. Oos.
I wish they would get that real. I wish they would. I wish Cody would be like, listen, Jay, do you want night 2 or do you want the mid card of night 1? Which one do you want? Because you're not gonna get night 1 over Punk, Roman, Seth. He's like, that match ain't been said, Oos.
Yeah. That's why you don't read the sheets.
you don't read the sheets.
So, anyways, after the beatdown, Jay grabs a mic and says, "Hey, Gunther, I should say this. It's like even he knows. I should wait. I should milk this a bit more. But me and you at WrestleMania."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Gunther comes back down the ring, and Jay hits a dive onto Gunther and all the security ringside.
Yeah, I think he shouldn't have. You know, Gunther should have chopped that dive down. You know, he comes diving out, and then Gunther just chops it down. Yeah. You know, but I guess honestly, dude, at this point, don't they need to convince us that Jay has a chance? Because like, you don't do the standard thing. He just got his ass whooped by Gunther. We know he can't beat him. He will, but like in the story, he can't. Yeah. So I don't know.
No, I think you got to have Gunther just constantly. It's on site with Jey Uso for
killing
Gunther.
Him.
It's on site.
They need to do like a YouTube thing where like every day, like they do this out of kayfabe in real life, have Jay and Gunther hit the road together, right? They travel together.
All right, sure.
So that they can film little vignettes where like Jay pulls up to Waffle House, good mood because it's Waffle House. Oh, and then Gunther walks around the corner, surprise motherfucker. And then lays into him.
Yeah. Power bombs him on his waffle. Yeah.
Right, exactly. You don't even get to enjoy the waffle because then he's like, oh, oos. He goes back to waffle. He's like, I need another waffle because dude is power bombing.
So did you make any of those waffles yet today?
Not yet. I'm waiting for the moment.
Oh, they're so good.
I'm waiting. I need to get a waffle maker. I don't have a waffle maker.
Dude. You don't have a waffle maker?
No, bro. I don't
you gotta get a waffle maker to make waffles.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. So, anyways. Yeah.
Hold on, we used to have the WWE waffle maker, didn't we?
Yeah, we had. I think it was the toaster. When I thought about it, I was like,
I thought there was waffle maker too.
Can I just make like the waffle recipe and dump it in the toaster, and then I'll.
I'm pretty sure I have to buy a new toaster at that point.
I never use that thing, and I think I used it once just to see it. It's so.
It was in the office, wasn't it? And it burnt the toast.
Yeah, it wasn't very good toast, man. It wasn't very good toast. Oh man. Anyways, let's see here. So yeah, more qualifiers, including for the women's chamber match. We thought that Lyra had qualified last week, but that didn't happen.
No, it was a qualifier this week. Yeah, qualifier.
That's right. Somebody in chat was like, "Oh yeah, it was Bayley versus Lyra last week." We're like, "Oh yeah, that's right," but that didn't happen.
It didn't happen. It was announced to happen though. So yeah, that was our first qualifier of the night. They announced Bayley is going to be part of the All-Star Celebrity Game this weekend.
Did they? So Roxanne is also?
No, I think.
Oh, Garrett.
She was just sitting ringside.
Oh, okay. All right. I misread that then. So yeah, because she's like, it's like MJF size. So we had Bayley beating Lyra to get in there. Are you cool with that? Like she's the Intercontinental Champion, and then
I agree with Bayley getting into the chamber match, but I don't really feel like that she should have beaten Lyra Valkyria to get there.
Why is Lyra not gonna like? Okay, so we got Bailey, Liv, Bianca, Alexa.
Yeah.
And then we got coming up, we got Raquel and Roxanne. Roxanne's going to win that.
Yeah.
To get in there with Bailey
Yep.
they might have a Mania match.
Yeah, I've been saying that for months or weeks.
Yeah, that'd be great. Or Stand and Deliver, whatever they're going to do.
No, it should be a Mania.
Yeah, okay, stop yelling at me. I don't make the decisions. And then we got on SmackDown coming up, Chelsea and Naomi for the qualifier.
Yeah.
Look, I love Chelsea and I love Naomi. Oh, Naomi's going to be, you think, oh man, are they going to pull the trigger on the Naomi Bianca stuff finally?
Maybe.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like Lyra should have been in this damn match.
Well, either if she's in a qualifier, she wins to get in the chamber match, or if she's not going to win the qualifier, then she shouldn't be in the qualifying match because she's your relatively newly crowned Intercontinental Champion. She shouldn't be taking a lot of L's.
No, I agree 1,000%. I agree 1,000%. But like, man, put her in the match.
No, I agree.
But if it's going to be Naomi going in there, they're going to do that again. They're going to have the mid-card women's champion get beat by somebody. But it's Chelsea, like she can take losses.
Yeah, because they'll probably be Piper trying to interfere or something like that. Now, at least they could use Chelsea's loss to potential further a story between her and Piper, as opposed to Lyra just taking a clean L.
That Roxanne Raquel match is going to be good, by the way. That's going to be fun shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be good. You think
Yeah,
Raquel
Roxanne
played
should win that.
basketball? She could be in that celebrity game.
I don't know.
She's super tall. You'd think they should play some high school ball at least. Volleyball, something like that.
I don't know. No.
Bro.
Bailey was dribbling the ball, though. She got some good handles.
This is not for nothing, but listen, I stumbled upon this on YouTube. It's got like 2 million views. Somebody uploaded this 5 months ago. Remember how the Last Dance documentary?
Yeah.
They had filmed obviously just shit tons of footage.
Yeah.
Somebody took, I don't even know how they got access to it. Maybe it's people who were part of the production company. I don't know. But Jordan's last game as a Bull in '98 against the Jazz, Game 6. Mm-hmm. Somebody took all the footage, and it's a 2-hour cut of that game cinematic.
Wow.
It's nuts.
Wow, I got to check that out.
I watched a bunch of it. I watched the end sequence this morning.
Wow, that's crazy. Gosh. All right, Dingab Q says Raquel played basketball in college.
That makes sense.
There you go. And Bailey played. I got in my mind that Bailey played high school basketball. I mean, she had some good. She was dribbling the ball.
I've seen on her Instagram her balling up like, I don't know, a little brother or cousin, something like that.
Yeah.
She got some moves.
Yeah, like her dribbling her handles on Raw.
You gonna watch the All-Star stuff?
What?
You gonna watch the All-Star stuff?
Probably not for a lack of want, but I think we're busy that day. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are doing stuff. That's right. Yeah.
I know every year it always falls on the same weekend, and usually we're busy.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, Bailey gets the win here via a roll-up. Lyra blocks a rose plant, looks for a crucifix pin, but then Bailey reverses that into a pin of her own. They shake hands after the match.
Gave it lots of time too. This match.
It was good. It was a really good match.
It was, yeah.
Then later backstage, Lyra's hanging out with Alpha Academy. American Maid walks up. And Ivy's talking about how American Maid's going to win the tag titles later. They didn't. Ivy want the shot at the Intercontinental title. Later on, Jackie's got an interview with Seth Rollins, another one they do from the stands, the crowd. And she asks him about the chamber match, and he says, I got to be honest, I feel great because we're live in Nashville. Feel extra good. The path to Mania is getting clearer. Jey is taking on Gunther, which means all eyes on Cody, all eyes on WWE Championship in the Chamber, and all eyes on the man who's going to win the Chamber. I'll give you a hint. He does his catchphrase. He's talking about himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, is it just me? I don't know if it's like the current state of things with him, the fact that his new music is absolute garbage. Or it's just the staging of this stupid interview area, which I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of it. It seems so awkward. And like he shows up and he's like, I don't know. He just comes off as he's just lost his aura, man. He's lost it. Lost the Riz.
Yeah.
No Riz.
So he says, Seth, you're right. All eyes are on you. The only thing people are seeing is the downfall of Seth Rollins. We saw you lose to Punk. We saw you lose your mind at the Rumble. Luckily for me, the only thing standing in my way between the Chamber and WrestleMania is a guy that's falling apart. Seth says, "Oh, you think I'm standing in your way?" We've done this dance a few times. Anyone who knows our history, we put on a show. But I got news for you. I have unfinished business with CM Punk, and when I do that, I have some loose ends with Cody. I see as you standing in my way. After next week, you won't be standing at all.
And I'm sitting there like, these guys are both kind of losers. They should make like a tag team, just out of desperation, because they can't. As a tag team, I think they'd like go on a. I think they do pretty well for themselves. But like,
sorry, man, Seth and Finn.
Yeah, like, hey, they might get might get those titles off the War Raiders.
Yeah.
But as singles guys, man, oh man, they are both in dire straits. Because Finn's like, yeah, I see the downfall of Seth Rollins, and I'm like, yeah, Seth ain't far behind you there, Finn. I'll tell you what, because he ain't gonna win the Chamber, ain't gonna win a Mania.
Nope.
Lost on Netflix.
So we're backstage. Carlito we're at the Judgment Day Clubhouse, I believe. Anyways, Finn says, maybe next time listen to Finn. Dom says, who cares about Damage Control? Oh, this is after the tag match.
Mm-hmm.
Says, who cares about Damage Control? Liv qualified for the Chamber. Raquel qualifies. And then they got a tag title match. So Finn says, look, a lot of talk from a guy who AJ Styles made look like a fool. So this is the issue with doing things in terms of stories, that sometimes chronologically things get messed up because Dom confronted AJ. We'll talk about that later. So Dom says, maybe you're the fool for not helping me and Carlito, but I'll take care of AJ. And Finn says, you started, now I finish. Anyways, he talks about beating Finn in the Chamber match. Because Dom pitches the idea of bringing in new members now that they're shorthanded without JD. And Finn says, new members, no way.
Okay, which means they're going to bring in a new member. Who are they going to bring in?
Gosh. Tyler Bate.
That dude's so mumbly. I don't want him in Judgment Day. Trent Seven.
Like mean mumbly.
Here we are, Glass. Judgment Day.
Oh, you want Trent Seven?
Do you like EDM? Or trends? Malachi, Aleister Black. In Judgment Day.
Oh, man, that's not a good spot for Aleister. Not in this current iteration of Judgment Day, man.
Do you have another apple for me? I spit in the face of people who don't like to be cool.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Probably
that'd be on Raw. He's going to SmackDown because that's where Zelina's at.
Yeah, no, he's going to go to SmackDown. Miro in Judgment. Rusev Day and Judgment Day. Hey, there you go. Rusev Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Bring back, what was the name? Matt Raywalt?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring back him.
Yeah.
Aiden English.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, not Miro. Tyler Bate. Anyway, CM Punk, he comes to the ring. He's got a promo.
Gallus. Who said this? Tyron said Gallus. You bring in all of Gallus to Judgment Day. It's like double the members. What are you doing?
I know.
Hey, well.
Anyway, so Punk comes to the ring, says, it's obvious we're on the road to WrestleMania. The sign's actually up now, Phil.
Oh, God, he's obsessed with the sign, man.
Oh, he loves that sign.
He pointed at it. He said, look. Watch
Sign's
me.
there.
Yes, we know, Punk.
Says he asked me a few weeks ago, I had all the confidence that I was going to win the Rumble. Sometimes I talk too much. I didn't win, but I'm not mad at Jey. I like seeing my peers accomplish their goals. We saw Jey declare he's going for Gunther's title. So, Cody, when I said I wasn't going to stab you in the back but in the front, I already qualified for the Chamber. Two other people have too. One of us just decided to tell the world, throwing some shade at John Cena. But he says, Cena's a legend. He deserves to call a shot. But I busted my ass to qualify, and they'll beat the living crap out of you. And Cody, I'm coming for you. Anyways, he says, yeah, I was super confident about the Rumble, lost that, but I've never been more confident in my entire life about winning the Chamber match, which of course means he's gonna lose.
Dude, yeah, he needs to shut up. He does. He even said that. I talk too much. It's a botchamania thing. Yeah, man. Here's the thing. The Rumble is like the most random shit. Like, no, you can't go in there and be like, oh, I'm gonna win the like. There's 30 people.
Yeah,
it's you versus 29 other people, Larson.
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber is like one of the this match is really hard. It really hard to win this match.
It is.
So much going on. You got pods, people flying through pods, people flying off pods. One time, who was it? That one guy that like crawled to the very top and then
Kalisto did that one.
Kalisto, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, man, if it's a one-on-one match, Punk, if you got a one-on-one to go to WrestleMania, that's great. Say you're confident. This is Elimination Chamber, man. My goodness gracious.
Too many variables, yeah. Yeah, so anyways, Logan Paul's music hits. Bleh.
Dude, the dismissiveness with which CM Punk treated Logan Paul was awesome.
Yeah.
That was great. And it was funny because they talked shit about the music. He was like, I didn't even know whose music that was. And then Pat McAfee chimed in and said, yeah, a lot of that's happening these days.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. It's rare that, like, everyone's on Punk will talk some shit during an entrance. And you know that's when he probably doesn't actually like the guy. Maybe that's me projecting. I don't know, but.
So Logan Paul bleh, comes to the ring, talks some crap about Phil, and mentions eliminating him at the Rumble. Says, I had your number at the Rumble, and I'll have it at the Elimination Chamber. And he says, fortunately for you, it's Ray's time for his 15 minutes. And Punk says, listen, you threw me out of the Rumble. I would have mentioned you, but I forgot you even had a match tonight. The number you pulled is 619. Worry about Ray, and if you're lucky to get past him, then I'll put you to sleep. So Ray makes his entrance. Was this Logan that said this? This must have been the commercial break. I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's probably during the commercial break. I watched the American version though, so I didn't see all that. So that's a Garrick's exclusive right there.
That is. So Logan
he has
cut
the
a promo
Canadian
on Ray,
broadcast.
talking about beating him for the U.S. title. Calls him a deadbeat. He's going to take chamber spot. This match happened. We speculated before the show starts if they'd said to Logan Paul, you can't work on your matches for weeks in advance anymore, because there's moments in this match that were pretty clunky.
Yeah. And at first I was like, oh, are they trying to do some like amateur wrestling stuff where they both sort of like got down? And I was like, oh, that felt weird.
You mean when they rolled into each other twice?
I was like, look, man, I'm not an aficionado on the amateur stuff, but maybe that's that. Maybe clunkily rolling into each other.
I mean, I'm not super familiar with your Greco-Roman or freestyle wrestling, but I've seen enough to know that's usually not part of the deal.
Yeah, I'd never seen that before. But yeah, no, this was not a great. You know, I don't know. I just can't stand the guy. I hate that.
Logan Paul's a turd. I don't want him on my TV.
The whole like trying to like Google wash his Japan excursion using Hangman Adam Page's moves. It's just fucking. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. He does have a good buckshot, but beyond that,
his new finisher was interesting. I don't know if I've seen that before.
I saw somebody on the social medias post up a clip
of someone actually doing it before him.
Of doing it, but it was like a deep cut. It was like from the 80s or something.
Oh, wow.
I'm good. Look, if you're gonna steal a finisher, I'm cool if you steal it from the 80s. You know what I mean? Like,
as long as it's not what the Shaker Heights spike. Don't do.
Well, that's what I was about to bring that one up. Yeah, War Raiders, they should bring that back.
Oh. Nah.
You know, but here's the thing though, they got to do it on guys like JD or like Carmelo who know how to hoot. You know, they would sell the shit out of that, man.
Yeah. Anyways, Logan Paul gets the win. You know, I can't stand. There's a lot of things I can't stand about Logan Paul, but in terms of how he's presented into the WWE universe, like he's got this insane punching power, which he doesn't.
Well, it makes no sense anyways, because like he'll do punches and it's like he'll just do worked punches and it's like normal, but then it's like, oh, but he's got his special one, which I know like Big Show had the knockout punch where it's like a special punch.
Yeah, but dude, 7'4", 500 pounds.
Yeah, dude, it's like I'd have a lame ass finisher too if I, was protected and coddled the entire way if I was a pro wrestler.
So he hits the punch on Ray. After Ray hits the 619, looking for the splash off the top. Logan gets his knees up, hits the punch, and like a flipping cliffhanger DDT to get the win. So then Logan poses in the corner. He leaves, and then New Day run in to attack Ray, like as the show is going off the air. Maybe we'll get a moment in Chamber where everybody else in the ring hits Logan with their finishers and he's eliminated.
Yeah, whatever. I just hope he doesn't win the thing. Well, no, he's not going to do it now because, all the speculation about Gunther and Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Now, I mean, what do you think about, do you put much stock in Logan interrupting CM Punk? Like, is that something they're going to maybe think about doing?
Bro, I hope not. That's what a tremendous waste of a CM Punk match at WrestleMania. What a magnificent waste of time. Yeah, that would I would know. Look, if you want to do that match on a Raw, I guess whatever. Like I'm still not going to be into it, but yeah, I don't know. And every year's the thing. CM Punk is like super old. He's like our age. That's how old he is.
Yeah.
I think he's
You
literally
can't be
my
wasted
age.
on matches. He's got that many matches left in his career.
I mean, I know he thinks that he's got supreme confidence and he can wrestle until he's like whatever 69, but dude, you can't. So don't be especially in a guy who like isn't like we just said. There's a lot of clunky shit in this match.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you're in there with a professional who can take care of you. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
we got Io declaring that she's coming after Rhea Ripley.
hey, we got that match set up too. Yeah.
The Raw after Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Why not at Elimination Chamber? Why is it not on the pay-per-view?
So what do we got so far?
I think we just got the chamber matches, right?
Wouldn't shock me if they did Sammy Kevin, like another Sammy Kevin match there.
I don't know. They might. They might. Oh, that's true.
It's in Canada, and then they can always do like a. See, you do normal match, ladder war, and then at Mania, ladder war.
Yeah, right now just the 2 chamber matches are announced.
So you could do Sammy Kevin there,
maybe,
and then probably one other match.
Yeah, why not Rhea versus Io?
Look, I'm saying I would love that. At the same time, it's WWE. Is there going to be a Cody? Cody Solo is probably going to be there.
Why the fuck do we need that match again on pay-per-view?
Again, I don't book it. I'm just looking at the landscape.
Like, why? He already beat him at SummerSlam.
That should be on the Raw after Elimination Chamber.
Yes, that's the SmackDown main event. That's not a pay-per-view match at this juncture. No, I'm not. And I like Solo.
Don't say you're not throwing shade at Solo. Don't say
throwing shade about how they book Solo. I like Solo as a performer. That's not a pay-per-view match at this point. It's not.
I mean, he was just the leader of the Bad Bloodline. He was gone for a couple weeks.
Yeah. No, he shouldn't be challenging Cody for the title on pay-per-view this juncture.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
What?
It's Cody. Of course he's going to be at the chamber.
Steve, fine. Yes. Have him face somebody else.
Well, that's my point, though. Cody match. You got to bake the Cody match into it.
Sure, have a Cody match on there. It's not Solo. Just not Solo.
When are they doing? Oh, they're
Where's
doing
the drama in a match against Solo? There's none.
Well, yeah, there's no drama in any Cody match.
Yeah.
Like, who else would it be? Who else would it be?
Jacob fought too, but then he has to lose.
Yeah, he's got to lose.
Randy Orton. Let's have Randy come back and attack Cody for no reason.
Dude, where the hell's Randy? That pile drive. You know, it's funny when I referenced him on one of them Wrestle Juice videos, and I had said, yeah, he got that package pile driver. They put him out.
It was a standard pile driver.
It was a standard pile driver. It's like the most powerful move in history.
At least in WWE, yeah. I don't know. I'll have Cody in a tag match. I know Cody and somebody else against Solo and Jacob, and then you could
do another Cody Mello match. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Have like Cody and Jimmy against Solo and Jacob Fatu.
You know what they honestly should do is just have Cody like introduce the men's chamber match and then watch it, because then he gets to see who his opponent's going to be.
And then walks in to raise the hand of the winner.
Yeah, and then it clears the way for... But yeah, that'd be weird. So there's just not going to straight up not be like another women's match beyond the chamber?
Yeah, that's strange. Because Tiffany Nia is happening on SmackDown.
Well, you know what they could do?
What?
Let's say they do men's chamber. Because it's loaded. It is loaded. Yeah. Men's chamber, Cody introduces that. No Cody match. You got the women's chamber. You get Sammy Kevin. That's hot in Canada. And then Chelsea's not going to make the chamber because Naomi's going to make the chamber.
Oh.
Chelsea defends her title in... She's Canadian, isn't she?
Yeah, she's Canadian.
Yeah, she's Canadian.
I think she's from the Vancouver area, yeah.
There you go. So you get Chelsea there for a title defense.
All right.
I wonder if the SmackDown is going to be in Canada, because they'll probably do something.
Yeah, I think it probably is.
They'll probably just do that there, though. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's going to be Solo Cody.
That doesn't make any sense. So anyways, Io's got her sights set on Rhea, so Rhea's backstage doing an interview with Kathy, talking about what happened last week. She says if Liv makes it to Mania, I'll deal with her then. Everyone is now just waiting for the top girl, talking about Charlotte, to make her decision. To be honest, she's stalling and wasting people's time trying to stay relevant. Io and Dakota walk up, and Io says, "Do you cost me my chance at WrestleMania? I'm coming for you." And Rhea says, "All right, look forward to it." So we have a match, tag match, Liv and Raquel against Damage Control. This must be another promo that happened during commercial breaks. I don't remember that happening.
Wait, which one are you talking? Where are we on now?
This one I know you saw was the first one to qualify.
No, yeah, that happened during the commercial break. That didn't. Right. Yeah, I didn't see that either.
So Damage Control gets the win here. Io getting the pin on. Is it Raquel?
No, I think it was Liv.
Liv?
Yeah, right. I think it was Liv.
After a moonsault. So then later on, Damage Control are backstage. Rhea walks up, and Rhea says, "Io, I don't owe you anything, so I won't give you a match because I have to, but because I want to on the Raw After Chamber. It's me and you for the women's title." And Io says, "Can't wait. See you then." The tag match was really good. I don't mean to blow past the tag match. The tag match was awesome.
The tag match was really great. It was really fun. It was a really fun match. AJ Styles had his return promo on Raw. He comes out. They talk about his history in Nashville. He's had like 1,000 matches there or something like that.
They said like 100 and something. I was like, that seems kind of low.
Seems super low. Because they're like, his first one was in 2000. And I'm like, man, he probably had 100 in 2000.
Yeah.
So he gets out. He gets on the mic. "My heart's about to beat out of chest. I got some major deja vu going on. 4 months ago, I came to this building with a smile on my face because this is my stomping ground. It was going to be awesome. Then I got injured. This is a career-ending injury I was supposed to have, and I thought it was over. When I woke up, my hobbled ass went to the bathroom. I still had gas in the tank." He went to the bathroom and had gas in his tank. He said, "It was hard getting back, but anything worth doing is going to be hard. It's going to suck. Here I am standing in this ring in Smashville, Tennessee, telling you I'm back. I got a long to-do list, but first I want to remind the locker room that I'm still phenomenal AJ Styles."
Put the locker room on notice in his own way.
Yeah, he did. So that brings out Dom Mysterio and Carlito of Judgment Day. And Dom's trying to do the thing where he tries to talk and the crowd boos him. Carlito tries to do the same. He gets booed. We get a little bit past that. He says, they tell him that Judgment Day, of course, runs Raw, which at this point is super laughable.
It's not 2024 anymore.
AJ says, "Save your breath. I know exactly who you are. I got those battle scars. You're right. Things have changed. I don't see Damian Priest. Where's he? Do you guys see Rhea Ripley anywhere? Finn, where's he? Doing something else?" He says, "Things changed, and this isn't what I expected. All I see is a guy in purple skinny jeans." And Carlito's so funny. His comedic timing is great. He says, "Dom, nobody likes you. But I got to admit, I'm inspired by your work ethic. You're here every night. But you'll always be Rey Mysterio's punk-ass kid." And then he hits a Pele kick to Carlito. Dom hits a cheap shot, goes for a 619. AJ flinch checks him. And Dom scurries. Does the mad dog. And then
phenomenal forearm to Carlito.
That's correct.
We got a story brewing here between Penta, Peter Dune, and Ludwig Kaiser. So we got a Penta hype package. He says, "No fear of any challenge, no fear for cowards. Pete Dunne, Ludwig Kaiser, I'll teach you what it means to mess with Penta. We'll show you what true vengeance feels like. Penta is coming for you." So we go from that right to an interview with Ludwig Kaiser. And he says, "Let me tell all the WWE Universe what they already know. If Kaiser lays his eyes on you, he won't stop until he's finished." Then Pete Dunne walks up and says, "Hey, you, I wasn't helping you. I don't help people like you. I don't like you." And Kaiser says, "Do you see what I did to him last week? You think I need your help?" And Dunne says, "I'll show you what I'll do to him next week. I'll break him. I'll beat him so bad he wish he never stepped foot here." And Kaiser says, "If that's the case, he's all yours."
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a New Day interview that apparently was on commercial breaks. I don't remember this either.
Oh, what did the New Day say? So Woods says, "First things first, we want to address the fact that last night," and then Kofi tries to talk, gets booed. "Why does Ray have a chamber qualifier, not us? When it comes to the chamber, all we do is win. Thank God you have us to show you what winners look like." Woods says, "Considering the fact we come down here to grace you with our presence, each and every one of you should get down." And then that's when Bailey's music interrupts them. She comes out for her match.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got a little bit of talking in there. before they attacked Rey Mysterio at the end of his qualifier match.
Yep. We had War Raiders defending the tag titles against the Creeds. No surprise here. War Raiders get the win.
Okay, but
the surprise is it wasn't a pinfall victory. It's a DQ win.
Okay. They gave this match tons of time.
Yeah.
And it was good. Good match.
It was good. It was
solid stuff.
Yeah.
You go that long in a match, and then the Julius just takes out that tag title.
Yeah.
And uses it in front of the ref. They DQ the match.
Yeah. And then
What's
Brutus
up with that?
takes the other title and hits the other member of War Raiders. Yeah. Maybe this match will be an Elimination Chamber.
Are War Raiders in kayfabe from Canada? Is that where Vikings come from?
Steve.
Yes.
No.
The Canadian Vikings, man. Come on. There had to be some Vikings up there. Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, Canada goes pretty high up there, man.
No, it doesn't. I'm trying to think. Was it Leif Erikson sailed across the Atlantic to Canada? I think that was the story.
There you go. See?
Like in about year 1000-ish.
Shoot World Order says it's where the first Vikings landed on this continent.
Yeah, it was Canada. That's right.
There you go. See? Perfect.
But I don't believe the War Raiders themselves are from.
Man, these tag titles are such a nothing burger right now, man. I don't see them
There's
being
nothing
any...
interesting going on here. Nothing.
I have, yeah, dude. I got on my little Wrestle Juice thing, my booking Wrestlemania card. I got
No War Raiders on the WrestleMania?
Yeah, and no SmackDown tag titles.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. The roster is loaded.
Not gonna have Motor City Machine Gun to win those titles back.
It is loaded. I don't know where they're gonna put a bunch of these people.
I probably SmackDown before WrestleMania then, based on your card, huh?
And Raw afterwards. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
And then A-Town Dan also during commercial break hyped up Vengeance Day, talking about how there's going to be a new NXT champion. And they both kind of say, yeah, new champion. I can't tell about what the subtext or the inflections were of this because it didn't air in the United States. So
A-Town down. Yeah,
well, that was your Raw.
That was Raw.
Would you like to answer some questions, Steve?
Yeah, I think we had. Let me double check here. So we have. Golly, my stupid thing isn't working where it tells me all the memberships and whatnot.
Oh, drat.
But I know we had. Oh, here we go. What is this? The Captain is a Dog here. Been a member for 17 months. Says, should the Chamber not be right after the Rumble? Well, they seem to have just decided that they're not going to do the title defenses in the Chamber anymore, and it's just going to be the number one contenderships. Seems like that's going to be how it is going forward. So it makes sense to have it right after. I'm cool with the Chamber being the other decider. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I guess. Sebastian Garcia here says, if they do Punk versus Roman versus Seth at Mania, could Punk's favor be asking Heyman to be in his corner instead of Roman's? I suppose it could. I don't know. I feel like the favor has to be like super impactful.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't know if
I agree with that.
Hey, Heyman, be in my corner for this one match is impactful enough. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give me advice. Don't give Roman advice.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Alex Foster says, thoughts on Goto winning the title.
Oh yeah, dude. So listen, you were like, what the hell? This in the pre-show.
I'm not on Twitter anymore, so I didn't hear about this.
You were like, what is going on here? So Hiroki Goto, after being in New Japan Professional Wrestling for, I believe, 36 years.
It's been a while.
Has won the title, and not shockingly the never openweight title. This is like the heavyweight
world
title, the actual
world
main
title. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Look, I like Goto. He's a really good wrestler.
Shade at Goto, interesting.
If this was 2014, maybe it'd make a bit more sense.
Oh wow.
I don't know. I don't watch New Japan much these days, so I don't know if this what the story leading into it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Bobby Mincy had a
maybe it was really good, and if I see the whole story play out, I'd be convinced. Like, wow, this is fantastic. But I just don't know.
I mean, dude's only had the title since October.
Talk about Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah, and he didn't even win it at Wrestle Kingdom. Like that was that was kind of a mistake, I feel like. You got to have that crescendo, that punctuating moment. You win G1, you win the title at Wrestle Kingdom. I get they had a show in the United Kingdom. They were trying to probably bolster ticket sales, so put the title on Zack beforehand, but I don't know.
I feel like New Japan is in such a rebuilding phase right now
Yeah.
that it's kind of just like survive. And if they determine that Zack Sabre Jr.'s title run isn't doing it from a business perspective, I'm not sure putting on Goto is the way to go.
That's the thing, but I don't know either.
Maybe they're doing a show in his hometown coming up. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Trying to sell some tickets and some appreciation for what he's done.
I will say this. In that respect, I like the move. He's been
for sure.
The bridesmaid in New Japan so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's been on the precipice of seemingly huge things only to not get the opportunity or come up short. And it's good to see that he finally has that accolade on his resume now. So I'm happy for Hiroki Goto. He's a great wrestler.
It just
seems
funny.
like an odd move at this time.
It does. It's funny because it's like, Wrestle Kingdom is where everything's supposed to be sort of reset to a degree. And then the next big show is, hey, new beginnings, because Wrestle Kingdom just happened and now we're going to set off a fresh slate of rivalries. And it's like, no, they just do like the title change at New Beginnings, which is weird.
Yeah.
But then, dude, you and I haven't been like New Japan guys in quite a while. So, maybe there's a method to the madness that we're not seeing because we're very casual when it comes to our New Japan understanding. So, it's cool that, like you said, it's cool that a guy who's been doing it for so long got it. That's awesome. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
We had a super chat earlier from, come on, where is it? Streamlabs. Here it is.
We got a new membership here. While you look for that, from Brandon, says, is this going to be the most boring road to Mania in a long time?
Oh, I don't know, man. You get if the rumors are true and we're going to get Punk, Rollins, Roman, there's going to be a lot of good material there. There's going to be a lot of good stuff there. We had a super chat from Bobby Mincy. Said Chad Gable needs to be taught the dark arts of Lucha Libre by El Generico. So no word on what that's going to be. They didn't visit it this week. Are they waiting to sign? Well, no, again, that's SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here's the thing about Chad Gable is that he's a welcome to the company guy. So I don't know. It wouldn't shock me if they did him versus Alistair. But then again, Zelina's on SmackDown. I think he's going to be a SmackDown guy.
Yeah,
he's going to get Carmelo Hayes first. How is it this dude just got drafted less than a year ago and he's already a welcome to WWE guy?
I don't know. Wheaton Driz here with the membership says home early due to impending snowstorm. Got my pot bellies and finally caught you guys live. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We'll stay safe.
Stay safe, man. Stay safe.
People here in Twitch chat mentioning rumors that Chad Gable might be doing some AAA matches. Saw those rumors too, but then Dangam Q says Alvarez says that wasn't going to happen. So
I hope this is one of the times that Alvarez is wrong, because
Same.
I think that'd be sick.
That'd be pretty.
Chad Gable versus Sam Adonis. Yes, please.
You don't want to see Chad Gable versus Chessman or Pagano?
Psycho Clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
L.A. Park.
Oh, man. Yeah, that'd be amazing. That'd be great. Dr. Wagner Jr. Is he still in AAA?
No, I don't think so.
He took off, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how much he wrestles these days. I don't know.
Blue Monkey G says, what retired wrestlers do you think still have gas in the tank for one last year in the ring? Who goes to the bathroom to see if they have gas in the tank?
Other than AJ Styles?
He says retired wrestlers.
Yeah, I know, but you just mentioned gas in the tank.
Goldberg. You see Goldberg?
He wants to have another match.
It feels like they're not going to do that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know if he's retired or not, but Dr. Wagner Jr. Last time we saw him, he still looked good.
I saw him on an Instagram reel recently. He's super old now, but
yeah, he is old.
But I don't know. I don't know when the reel was from.
Yeah.
But it seems like he's still doing stuff. Jay Butler says, I know you guys are huge Miro fans, but what has he done in the past couple of years to prove to y'all he still got it? So he hasn't done anything because he's been sitting at home.
Yeah.
because he
He
has
just
a
takes
little
one.
bit of
If
the,
he does one Redeemer promo and he hits it out of the park, I'm sold.
yeah,
Just takes one.
yeah. He's got that shoulder issue though.
Yeah.
Don't like to have it pinned to the mat. Blind cinephile Javier says says which wrestlers would have which colored lightsabers.
So Jedi are supposed to have blue and green
blue,
lightsabers.
green, and then of course Sam Jackson had purple
Purple.
by special
And then
request.
Sith Lords are supposed to have red lightsabers.
Yeah.
So, guess if you're heel, you get a red lightsaber. If you're baby faced, blue.
All right, I'll give you a wrestler. You tell me what color lightsaber they have.
Sure.
Dom Mysterio.
Well, I guess he'd have a red one.
You wouldn't be purple because of the Judgment Day?
No, that makes sense too. But I don't know if it's purple. I guess Jedi's get yellow lightsabers too. That's right.
All rise. What about Damian Priest? All rise to the Judgment Day. Blue. He's feeling blue because of his booking. Let's see here. Here's a good one. AJ Otani says, now that Hologram is back, what's a Lucha Dream match you'd want to see him in?
I mean, got him under contract. Give us Hologram versus Rey Fenix. Come on.
Dude, Hologram should be the guy to dethrone Mox.
Sure.
That'd be sick. I'd rather see that than
cool.
Darby Allin.
Yeah. Luis here says, who would be the most notable name to be left off the WrestleMania card? Damian Priest.
The most notable name to be left off the Mania card. Hey, he will be so happy if they give him that Drew McIntyre, because Drew's not going to get left off. But if it's not Drew versus Damian's going to get left off.
Yeah, that's true. If it's Drew, then yeah.
Unless they do the stick everybody in a ladder match.
Yeah. Luis here also has a second question. If you were a soup, what type of soup would you be?
Oh man, potato, cheddar
Why?
potato. I don't know. Just feels like that's what I would be.
I feel like I'd be bean and ham soup. Or bean and bacon,
ham.
even better.
Bean and bacon? That's not a soup. This isn't a soup that you like. This is a soup that you would be.
I know.
Why would you be bean and bacon?
I don't know. Why would you be potato soup?
I don't know. I'm lumpy like a potato.
I don't know. I don't know. It just popped in my head.
Okay. Let's see here. Jay Smooth says, with Starks, Miro, Malachi going to WWE probably, what 3 WWE wrestlers would benefit most from a move to AEW? AJ Styles could go there and be champion like immediately.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like any of the top, like if Drew McIntyre is like, well, it's been 3 years and they haven't put the belt on me yet. Sure, I'll go to AEW. He'll be champion right away.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Dirty Rich says, if you could change one WrestleMania main event, past or current, who's in it, and why do you choose to change that main event?
Oh man. I would change.
You just change the order because Macho Man and Flair should have main evented WrestleMania 8 instead of Hogan and Sid.
Yeah, but wasn't that the one they were billing as Hogan's retirement match?
Yeah, but he didn't retire, did he? This is all in hindsight.
Well, they didn't know that at the time. Who won that match? What was it? Didn't that have like a wonk ass finish?
Yeah, that's the one where Sid had to kick out a leg drop.
And like Godfather and Ultimate Warrior were there too? Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, Flair versus Macho Man should have main evented that one.
Yeah, WrestleMania 8.
Razor
But in terms of like a
Ramon.
main event and changing the participants.
Razor Ramon should have been in a WrestleMania main event.
Yeah.
Change the 90, what was it, 95? Was that my HBK versus Diesel? Or was that 94?
That was
94 was Bret Hart versus Yokozuna. Yeah, 95. Change that one. Because like the actual main event, I think that was the Bam Bam Bigelow match and Lawrence Taylor.
It was, yeah.
So that main event becomes...
But But Diesel walked in as champ and won, so that would mean someone else had to be champion.
The Outsiders. It'd be Diesel versus Razor Ramon.
Oh, gotcha. No Shawn Michaels. Gotcha. All right.
That'd have been sick.
That'd be pretty cool. Let's see. Time War here asks, which titles do you think will change hands before Mania? I doubt any of them will, but...
Which titles will change hands before Mania? Yeah, it's coming up pretty quick. I don't think any of them are going to change hands.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Maybe the Speed title.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Patrick Cheeseman says, do you see anybody coming into the company and immediately winning a title like Motor City Machine Guns and Ethan Page did? I'd be surprised if they did that with Starks and Obafemi.
I'd be pretty surprised.
Because I still think it's going to be Obafemi versus Trick at a Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, that makes sense. Not a question, but CatDad7 here says, not sure if you've heard the news or not, but Going in Raw is on fire. Hey, that's great to hear.
I don't know if you've heard, but Going in Raw is on fire.
Mr. Sinister says, what are the odds of Jey losing at WrestleMania? Remember that Cody lost at Mania 39, even though he was a heavy favorite to win. Jey already lost to Gunther on Saturday night's main event. I probably will have max confidence points on Jey winning at WrestleMania.
Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that. He's not losing there. No. Fear and Loathing says, with all these, it says, Steve, with all these AEW releases possibly heading to the WWE, is now more than ever the time to bring back WCW to Netflix. Listen, WCW's on fire. Yeah, absolutely, 1,000%. Old Timers League, AJ, Miro, Malachi. In like 2
Punk
years,
would have
Ricky
to be
Starks.
there then too.
Ah, man, no. Punk is main roster.
Okay, well, what's the delineation between old timers and main roster then?
If you can't cut in the main event, you got to go to WCW.
All right, so it's not an old timers thing.
But it is an old timers thing. Then you got like certain rookies showing up from time to time, like Sami Zayn.
Oh my gosh, making my head hurt. Josh M here says on whenever I see a first name with an initial now, I always think of Severance. Josh M here says,
you got to read it like Milchick then. Come on, do a Milchick impression.
Oh gosh.
Or can you do you got to do an Irv impression. You're more of a Dylan G type though. So he said, so I'm a fuck up.
Yeah.
That was my favorite scene when he talks to his wife.
Oh, that's so good.
So I'm a fuck up.
This last week's episode was something.
You watched it? You finally watched it? It was a doozy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was something else.
That
Completely
was
unexpected
crazy.
from the first frame.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Although the kind of twist thing, I kind of figured that was the case since the first episode of this season.
Yeah.
Anyways, Josh M here says, on last Saturday's Collision, what was the point of having 3 local talent squashes when you have such an overflowing roster? That's why I don't watch Collision.
Oh, yeah, dude, I don't know. See if I got any more over here.
Chadwick Hughes says, in kayfabe, what's stopping lower mid-card wrestlers from just going out and attacking top stars like Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes during their matches and getting themselves in the main event? I would suppose it's still in kayfabe as possible for the general managers to fire them.
Yeah, exactly. You got to have stroke to do that. You got to have some pull to do that. Yeah. You know, because you don't want to risk your paycheck.
Nope.
Let's see here. We got any others here? No, that's pretty much it. All right. Well, anyways, that's all I got over here. That's gonna do it for the show today. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with our Hot Takes episode premiering in the morning, and then of course we'll be back on Thursday for our NXT AEW review. So be sure to check that out as well. And until next time, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye.